I can't tell you how many times somebody told me to buy pepper spray this summer. Every time I met someone new and told them about my project, one of the first things out of their mouth was, "So you have mace, right?" Sometimes I look through the pictures at night. Randy was gaunt, with a long ratty ponytail hanging down his coat rack shoulders. I took a picture of his forearm where an Our Lady of Guadalupe was tattooed in faded indigo ink. There is one with a man holding pancakes up in front of his face with the widest teary eyes. Right after my sister took that picture, he called after her as she climbed up the stairs, "Hey, big woman! Hey, big woman! Why don't you come down here and fight me?" It's hard to ask someone if you can take their picture. I'd go up to somebody and say, "Hey, I'm making a documentary about homelessness. Would you mind if I took a picture of you?" You know, it doesn't have to be of your face. It could be of your arm or something. Most of the time, the response was something like, "Fuck you," or "You ain't in no fucking zoo." Some guys were nice, though, and would say things like, "Nah, you wouldn't want me to break the camera," or "It wouldn't be good for me if someone saw that picture," which is code for "I've got a warrant out for my arrest," or "I don't want my high school sweetheart to see me looking like this." In the mornings when I would go to the feeds and step out of my car in front of the guys piled outside of the buildings, carts lined up against the wall, I felt sick. I wasn't scared. I tell everybody I was never scared. It just felt wrong. Me with my black and white film camera around my neck, and them sitting where they always sit on a Wednesday morning, leaning in the plastic lawn chairs, smoking, waiting for the showers or lunch, or maybe some time with a massage therapist. Before I took their picture or asked for an interview, I would shake their hand, if they let me. And no matter how many times I shook some guy's hand, I always had to fight the urge to wipe my palms afterward. Because hands feel different when they're not washed 15 times a day. They feel rougher, not because of calluses, but because of all the little particles you can't get off, like crumbs, sand, gravel, or all that grease from holding onto railings. You can't get all that off when you don't have a bathroom or a sink. When you shake a hand like that, you feel it. It will all stick to your fingers, and especially in July when your hands are already sweaty, it's as if you can't get it off. One guy asked me all about my camera, wanted to know what year it was from, and did I develop my own pictures. He didn't want me to take his picture, said that wasn't his style. There was tape in the center of his glasses holding them together, and his blue button-up shirt was spotless other than one small grease stain on the pocket. I went around all day, talking to the guys, asking for pictures, trying not to be awkward or rude. By the end of it, I could barely open my eyes. The man came up to me and said, "Your turn." His hands were outstretched. I looked at him like, "Are you crazy? Do you seriously think I'm going to hand you my camera?" Because although I don't carry pepper spray, I'm not stupid. His hand stayed outstretched until finally he goes, "If you're going to be with us, you're going to have to trust us." So I peel the camera strap over my head and hand him my Canon camera from the 70s. He holds the camera to his face, adjusts the focus. He looks at me a long time through the lens, slowly twisting it to get the right view. I'm getting hot and my face is red, I know it. I don't like to smile in photos in general, but he seems to be waiting for something, so I give a half smile with no teeth. He takes the picture and hands the camera back to me, raising one eyebrow. It took me a couple of weeks to develop the role. Interviews were picking up and I didn't have time to take them in. When I finally did, I waited until I was alone. When I looked at the guys' pictures, I wanted to see them first. I wanted to turn on the music, lay the photos out on the couch and study them. I lined them up one by one until I came to the one of me, near the end, standing outside the shelter, tight-lipped smile, head tilted to one side, wanting to tell everyone that told me to be careful, you can't trust these people, that a man took my picture the way he would have taken a picture of his granddaughter, taking his time to focus it right.